you're making a live edge table, you're using the entire piece of wood out of a tree. So that means you're going to have to work around or cut out any defects that may be in that tree. So especially in the case of building something from a single piece of wood, you have the entire pith of the tree sometimes in certain slabs. Those slabs require a little bit of extra care and extra stabilization. It's not like buying lumber from a lumber store where typically you're buying an FAS grade board that has all that defect cut out of it and you just glue them together. With live edge tables, you're dealing with cracks, knots, pith, anything else, any other defects that may be in the tree. And in the case of us using urban trees, you're also working around nails, barbed wire, anything that the tree may have swallowed over the course of its lifetime. We have some slabs that get a little bit too much sunlight during the drying process. It's inevitable, even though we store them under cover. Certain times of the year when it's really hot and humidity's high, the sun's up for a lot longer, we'll have a crown slab of certain piles will just take a certain amount of abuse, and that sunlight will really delaminate the wood grain on those pieces. So those end up getting donated to the firewood pile. Yeah, so sometimes we cut logs and you can't tell really until you're milling it that it has a ring shake in it. So sometimes when these big trees hit the deck really hard, it will burst apart a portion of the wood grain, and it generally does it the entire length of the log. It's really easy to identify once you get into it. You'll see a little crack that follows one growth ring the entire length of the log. And when we see that, we'll just cut that log a little bit differently. We'll cut it into lumber instead of single live edge slabs. Sometimes you get into a tree and there's a massive void inside of it, whether it be created by rot or carpenter ants or any number of things. If the tree is able to be, if the slabs can stay together with that big void in them, we will continue to slab that as single slabs, because that's kind of a trend these days of finding slabs that have holes and voids and rot and stuff in there. If they won't stay together, then we will basically quarter the log and turn it into lumber.